You get this very quickly now. It's the same thing with applying for a job. You see, 1,200 people have applied to that job. You never knew it before, but there were 1,200 people applying. You just didn't have the information, and having the information in this case is infuriating. It's frustrating. It's demoralizing.
Yeah, I love hearing this, because this is validation for what I've been kind of like the HR tech Lorax that I've been like preaching against, not necessarily against AI, but it's not going to solve all your problems immediately. And that, ATS systems, yes, they can use AI to cull down their amount of resumes and pick the best candidates, but now the candidates also doing the same thing. And so now all your resumes, all your resumes are going to look exactly the same, and you're stuck at zero. My wife's a recruiting person, and she's just stuck with they're still stuck with the volume problem and finding the right candidates. So I'm very curious to what happens next, and whether people go away from resumes somehow, if there's a different way to apply for a job, because it's almost like in our striving to make it easy to apply, we broke it.
Yeah. So I've been thinking it's kind of the perfect storm now, where you have a resume. It's French. It means summary. The large language model, the transformers that can read that resume, don't want a summary. They want all of your information, what you're like, right? And the same problem with the job posting. The job posting, that term is not French, but it has the same summary problem, where there's a beautiful jobs requirement, or at least there should be, that sits behind a summary. And it's the summary battling the summary, with AI twisting each of those things to fight with each other. And the reality is there are very talented people and there are very interesting jobs, but the process I think has the potential to melt down right now. Now, there are some ideas. If you follow me, Jeff Taylor Boom Band on LinkedIn, you'll see that I'm just teasing right now, some of the things. I have a posting called "Why is the System Broken?" I have another posting, they're on my wall. Where does my resume go? And I have another one that's like, okay, here's the company posting. What happens to the company posting? And why does it get away from the company to turn into a ghost job? I think most actors are good actors in the system. All the writing right now is about bad actor, ghost jobs. And, I don't know, just everything's fake. And the reality is that there are still people that are finding jobs. So I have another posting that's basically called like "Step Back." And I'm saying go slow. The first thing is, most people can't look for a job more than about 5 hours a week. If you are honest with yourself, waiting for a response does not count as hours in your career search. And so when you think about that, you work for somebody else 40, 45, 50 hours a week and never thought twice about it. But when it came to actually your own effort, what I'm suggesting is go slow. Think about, okay, what would you do if you actually put all those hours to work? And the first thing I would do is to say, okay, is my resume actually an honest version of who I am? Most people's resume is a very narrow career view of what they are. I think this is the time to put more stuff back into your resume. And so I want to see more descriptors of the things you're doing in your jobs. Right now, don't worry about the one-page resume. The ATS system is not judging you on a one-page resume.